China's stumble is shining a spotlight on something investors convinced themselves wasn't a serious problem: Asian debt levels. With Asia's biggest economy slowing to a crawl in the April to June period, growing just 0.4% year-on-year, the region's COVID-19 related borrowing binge these last 2 years is now a clear and present danger. Clearly, news that the U.S. economy contracted at a 0.9% annualized rate in the second quarter thickens the plot. So is the global inflation surging and the Federal Reserve's tightening cycle. But East Asia spent the last decade recalibrating trade flows in China's direction. Now, the region's main growth engine is sputtering. This dynamic makes Asia's pandemic-era debt surge a clear and present danger. According to the International Monetary Fund, emerging Asia's share of total global debt is now at least 38% from 25% before COVID-19 hit. This, the IMF warns, is raising the region's susceptibility to changes in global financial conditions. Trouble is, these conditional shifts are coming from all directions: dwindling Chinese demand, inflationary fallout from Russia's attack on Ukraine, rising U.S. interest rates, tightening credit. And then there's the dollar problem. Episodes of extreme dollar strength tend to hit Asia with greater force than other regions. The Fed's aggressive 1994 to 1995 rate hikes set in motion the 1997 Asian financial crisis. As currency pegs to a surging dollar became impossible to defend, Asian governments devalued. Now, the dollar's rally is refocusing attention on that period, and the 2013 Fed taper tantrum. The IMF points out in a new report that emerging market economies in Asia, excluding China, have experienced capital outflows comparable to those in 2013, when the Federal Reserve hinted it might taper. Some of Asia's more advanced economies also have seen capital flee to dollar assets, including South Korea and Taiwan. These dynamics are apt to intensify as the Fed puts more rate hikes on the scoreboard and geopolitical tensions shake markets. The big question is whether there are more Sri Lankas out there. A few years ago, the South Asian nation was an emerging market investment darling. Surging inflation, though, shined a bright spotlight on government ineptitude and corruption. In the political chaos, Sri Lanka's pandemic debt binge proved unsustainable.